Good evening and welcome to this week's edition of Tech Now. Tonight, would you like to spend 20% of your work week doing something else and get paid for it? Some tech companies are thinking that's a good idea. Plus, using orange peels to make car tires. And no, the tires don't turn orange. Plus, is the iPad on its way to becoming a standard tool for school? People are still trying to figure out ways to use the iPad. Schools and students are looking at them, and at Notre Dame University, one of their courses offers an iPad as part of the in-class routine. NBC's Kevin Lewis sat in on this cutting-edge class. This Google video tries to capture a sense of what it's like to work at the company that's renowned for celebrating a quirky, free-spirited environment coupled with generous benefits.
We have yoga, we have Pilates.
I love massages. I'm a spa queen.
Let me mention the food.
The food here, by the way, is great.
We have a French lunch where we get together and we speak French. We have the great cafeterias.
There's any type of amazing cuisine, even better than some of the restaurants in New York.
It is a very different structure than the rest of the engineering community.
All engineers at Google get 20% of their time to work on their own projects.
Imagine 1/5 of your work week to sit around and think up better ideas. It's paid off for Google. Many of their innovations have come from employees. A senior executive has stated they want a company of 20,000 employees to be as agile and creative as a company with 200 employees. They call it being Googly. Welcome to Fusenet, an Oakville software firm. Every Friday, employees are given the day to work on projects that may or may not be related to Fusenet's work. Employees come up with a proposal that's reviewed on its chances for success.
Every day we have probably 9 people inside our company right now who are working on 6 different projects, and we see the light in their eyes, being able to go after these entrepreneurial dreams that they've had.
I saw this as a way of allowing these people who are ultimately entrepreneurs at heart to pursue their ideas yet still stay within the company. So it's a way for us ultimately to retain our top talent.
Singhal and business partner Van Barneveld modified Google's approach. They formalized the 1 day a week for the work, and it's all about making their company more diverse. If an employee comes up with an idea that could spawn a new business, Fusenet will provide money and other support in return for part of the new business.
We still own the bulk of the company, and we expect to make a very nice financial return from our investments in these projects.
We're ultimately there to nurture entrepreneurs as opposed to kind of screen their ideas, which is kind of something our staff was afraid of.
An added benefit of the personal pet project is that it's attracting talent coming to Fusenet just to pursue their entrepreneurial dreams while still holding down a job. Both men caution this isn't for everyone or for every company. Singhal says that he spoke to a friend who works at Google and found out that employees there have to fit that 20% of free time into their regular work week, and often that means people just work 120%. People are still trying to figure out ways to use the iPad. Schools and students are looking at them, and at Notre Dame University, one of their courses offers an iPad as part of the in-class routine. NBC's Kevin Lewis sat in on this cutting-edge class.
Inside 217 DeBartolo Hall,
because there's an opportunity cost.
Finance class meets.
We want a bad product.
And for 75 minutes, twice a week, students use their time scribbling down notes from pen to paper.
Moving from crisis to crisis.
But upstairs,
I think it's changing the way that we teach.
A similar classroom with a very different tool.
All my friends are jealous.
Meet project management, now coined the iPad class.
I was shocked. I was like, really? Are you sure you're going to let me walk out with this?
Students still walk out with heavy philosophical dilemmas.
Well, what does that really mean?
Just with 313 pages of less weight to carry.
Looking at my bookshelf here, every one of these books could be on this device.
For the course's professor, who learned from a textbook,
you can see they're basically the same.
This is one step in a long walk to a fully electronic world.
I see probably within the next 2 to 3 years there's going to be widespread adoption of these technologies, and probably in 10 years it'll almost entirely be electronic.
But for now, It's a study Notre Dame is on the cusp of.
And we want to see what the real-world experience is, what it's really good at, what it's not so good at, where the gaps may be.
Gaps in gadgets and gizmos that this class hopes to identify.
So what are the things that you need to do to be successful?
To better shape the face of technology for colleagues that follow.
A reminder to check our website, ctvottawa.ca, for expanded information on CTV news stories, weather, and sports, plus video of our newscast, community events, hot links to story sources, and to learn more about CTV Ottawa. Up next, take one iPhone, the internet, and a security camera, and you have a crime-fighting combination.